been a while since we put a video up, and I've been asked by a couple of people for an update, so here it is. You done? 6 weeks ago today, we found out that our IVF round was a failure, and it was not fun news to take. And on that same day, I wasn't feeling so hot, and I found out I had a fever. So that was all in the same day. Found out that IVF failed, my cycle started, I was upset, and I ended up with a fever. The fever got pretty bad as the days went on, and it got up to 102.9 was the highest it got. And that was about the time. I let it go for a few days, and I think it was an entire week I actually let it go. Before I called my doctor, I was hoping it would just come and go and life would go on. I just wanted to be done with IVF, be done with the fertility doctor for a little while, and move on with our lives. I was just so ready for a break, and I am still waiting for that break. August 9th, I believe I'd had the fever for 2 weeks. My doctor finally said this is enough. He had had me on a couple of different antibiotics that just didn't seem to be working. We assumed that it was the cyst on my ovary causing the fever due to an infection in it. So he had me admitted to the hospital for IV antibiotics, and just to be monitored a little closer with my temp and my vitals, and just to try get an idea of what was going on with me. There's a video about when I was admitted to the hospital that I will link below. Once I was out of the hospital, I was still spiking a daily fever. I was still getting up around 100 every afternoon, and I still just was not feeling myself. Something was off. We couldn't quite pinpoint it. About a week and a half after I got out of the hospital, I had a checkup. It was August 23rd. It was a Tuesday. I went to my fertility doctor, had a checkup, and he did blood work. He did an exam, an ultrasound, and decided that I was just not getting better, and we needed to deal with the cyst now rather than later. We wanted to put it off until we were closer to being ready for another IVF cycle, just because I have a history of cysts, and we know going in and removing it, it's only going to grow back. So we really were trying to hold off going in and doing anything with the cyst, but after I'd had a fever for 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. Yeah, I'd had the fever for 4 weeks. The doctor said, no, enough is enough. We've got to figure this out. We got to go in there. So that Tuesday, he scheduled my surgery for that Thursday. So I found out less than 48 hours ahead of time that laparoscopy was 48 hours away. So I wasn't excited. I wasn't happy, but I knew that going in and getting rid of this cyst was probably the best bet. Thursday rolled around, 25th of August. Time for surgery number 4 for this calendar year. I cannot believe I've had to face 4 surgeries, as well as tons of other tests in a round of IVF. And we've had to go through a lot this year. And it's very disappointing to know that we still don't have our baby on the way. I'm sick of having surgery. I'm sick of going to the hospital. I'm sick of going to doctor's appointments. So we had the surgery, and he removed the cyst as much as he could without damaging the ovary. I've only got one ovary left, so my biggest fear was losing that ovary. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have to accept never getting pregnant with my own baby. But fortunately, surgery went well. They got the cyst off. He removed a few other little cysts. And he was pretty happy with the outcome. Hopefully my ovary is in good enough shape that moving forward we can do another round of IVF and have it be successful. 5 days after surgery, I had a follow-up appointment. Recovery was really, really rough. Having had two earlier in the year, 2 laparoscopic surgeries, recovery had gone great with them. I was up out of bed after just a couple of days and I was feeling good. Something was different with this surgery. The gas that they fill you with was just terrible. I was in so much pain from the gas for over a week. It was just getting my shoulders and it would just fill my stomach and it hurt so bad. And 5 days after surgery, we had a follow-up appointment. I was still in a ton of pain. He would push on my stomach. And my left ovary is the one that I have, and that's not even where all my pain was. Like, I didn't even feel like they had worked on my ovary. It was all on the right side where one of the 3 incisions was. All my pain was on the right, and he would, at the follow-up, he pushed on my stomach, and it hurt so bad. And he wasn't happy that I was in so much pain. I wasn't happy that I was in so much pain. Andy's worried about me. So at that point, he put me back on another antibiotic. I've been on 4 different antibiotics over the last 6 weeks, and I'm sick of being on antibiotics. Also at that appointment, I was given they've got me starting a monthly Lupron injection to hopefully suppress everything, just kind of shut my system down until we really need it in a couple months for IVF. Shut it down. Hopefully the cysts don't grow, they can't come back. Hopefully everything is suppressed enough and we don't have to have surgery again before IVF for another cyst. Fingers crossed. That appointment was a week ago. My surgery was, 12 days ago, I think. I'm still having pain in my stomach, but it seems to be getting better and better as the days go on. Every day's a little better, so I'm happy with that. However, my fever does still jump every afternoon to like 99.4. It's not in the hundreds. It's not really concerning, but it bothers me that it's still going up every afternoon. All in all, it's been a really tough 6 weeks. Having a fever every day, being tired every day, and just really not knowing what's wrong with me. Because I kind of feel like maybe the cyst wasn't the issue from the start, and maybe we went in and removed this cyst for no reason, and I still have this fever, so was the cyst really the problem? It's done now. I can't go back and not do the surgery. It's out of me. They had to go at some point, so hopefully this Lupron injection does what it's supposed to do, and it keeps everything calm, and it doesn't let this cyst grow back. Hopefully, 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 please don't let this cyst come back, because I really don't want to have a 5th surgery this year. hopefully I've only got a few more days and maybe this fever will just go away and stay away. And I'm really feeling a lot better as far as my stomach pains, so hopefully that is gone in the next couple of days as well, and I will finally be back to normal. So if you have any advice for me, go ahead and leave me a comment. If you have a history of cysts, what did you have to go through and how did you deal with it? How did you get through it emotionally? But otherwise, that's what's going on with me, and hopefully I'm better soon and this can all get put behind us. I'm just ready for a break. I want to be able to just move on from IVF, and I feel like I haven't had a chance. My fever started the day we found out IVF failed, and 6 weeks later I'm still fighting it. So I really hope this is just all over. I'm ready for a break. Andy's ready for a break. We're ready to just deal with life as a normal couple and not deal with fertility for a little while. So, wish us luck.